Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a finance reading for Gemini. Now this is a collective reading, so not everything will resonate. Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check out your other placements and you may find a message in there. If you do enjoy your reading today, then don't forget to press your thumbs up button and help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me, then don't forget to press that subscribe, and if you press the notification bell, it will let you know when I do post more material. Right, let's get into this. So the reading for today, it's the 19th of August, but whenever it falls into your feed is when it should be relevant for yourself. So let's get into this. Spirit, can we get some cards please for Gemini for their current financial situation? Now, as always, I am not a qualified financial advisor. This is just some helpful information from Spirit on what they think you may need to work on. If you do want qualified financial advice, please go and seek that from a qualified professional. Okay. Can we get some more cards, please, Spirit? One more, please. Thank you. Okay, so the overall energy we've got is the King of Pentacles. So that is telling me that you are feeling pretty stable where your money's concerned. You are providing a lot of stability and you just feel very in the zone with your money. Now, in your current position, so that is the overall energy. So in your current, how you are currently with money, we've got a King of Cups. Now that is coming up in the reverse. So that King of Cups is very much telling me that at the moment you are not really doing much with your funds. So you're not really doing anything to try and achieve your dreams. You are just leaving your funds to do whatever they want. You're not actually doing anything with them to maximize your investments or whatever money you've got. You're not really doing anything to utilize it. Let's get some clarification on that. Clarify this King of Cups, please, Spirit. Okay then, so we have a Tower. So it is very much where you are aware that you need to invest and your investments need to be supported by solid foundations, but you're not currently doing anything with that. So we do have an Ace of Pentacles as well. Now that's coming out to the side. Sorry, I'm realising how dark it is in here, but I've got all the lights on. It's not normally this dark. Yeah, so you may be looking for a new opportunity. Potentially you might be looking for a new job, or you might be looking for a raise, but it's not really happening, and that's potentially why you're not doing anything with your money, because you don't have the foundations, the stability of additional funds to do anything with. We also have a Six of Cups in the reverse, which is telling me that you should concentrate on what feels good, but you potentially are not doing that, and you may not be giving to charities either. You could be being very selfish with your money where it's concerned, and you're just not really sharing the love or anything like that. But yeah, you're definitely waiting for something to come along so that you can free up some money in order to do some investments. You're not doing anything with what you might currently have. You don't feel like it's enough at the moment. You are making sure that you've got what you want and making sure that it feels good, but because you don't feel like you've got the free money to invest into anything, you're also not spending anything on anyone else either, or, you know, donating to any sort of charities or anything like that. Now, in your blockages with regards to your current finance, we have this Five of Cups in the reverse. Now, that Five of Cups is telling me that you do feel that you're not on your way to achieving your goals. You feel like it's completely stuck. It could very well be that you feel that you, when this is in the upright, it's like a temporary pause, but you could be feeling like it's not so temporary. You could be very much, you could already be feeling like you've got success, but you want a lot more. So it's very much like you are hoping that you can have more success than what you've got at the moment, but you feel like it's not going anywhere just yet. Let's get some clarification on that Five of Cups. Okay, so we've got a Temperance, we've got a Three of Cups, and we've got a Page of Pentacles all in the upright. And then we have a Hangman in the reverse. So that Three of Cups is telling me that, again, you need to treat others. Well, you need to share your wealth, but you potentially are not doing that at the moment. Again, over here, you're not sharing at all. You're not even doing any sort of charity work or anything like that. Now, it doesn't have to be money, but it's your energy as well. You're not doing anything with it. That Temperance card is telling me that you potentially get stuck because the way that you work is you are very much doing it around other people, adapting to their needs and their goals, which could be why you feel like you're constantly treating others even if you're not doing anything, because of the way that you're working around things. But yeah, you're not really doing much. Now, this Page of Pentacles is telling me that you need to assess what you have and how you can redistribute it. So it looks like whatever you're waiting for, you're aware isn't going to come in because you're too busy pampering to other people's goals. So I'm assuming that you were probably working for a company from this, or if you were working for somebody else, you know, and their priorities are coming over yours. You've not got the time and the energy or the money to spend on other people because you're too busy working your ass off for someone else. They're getting the extra money for it, but they're not sharing it, you know. So where it's telling, you know, where you've got about being, you know, sharing the wealth, it's also could be that the people are not sharing with you as well. So it could be very much that your employer might be starting to make a lot of money, but they're not actually distributing it out. A lot of the time, let's face it, they'll probably be blaming it on the current economy because there's no pay rises anywhere at the moment, as they all keep saying, but they all like to make a lot of money from it, you know. So if you're one of those, many of us that are in that position, then this is telling you that, you know, you're aware that money isn't currently coming in. You're aware that you might not be getting anything else at the moment, but you do need to look into your finances, work out where you can potentially readjust, where you can save some money, but you're not currently doing that either. The Hanged Man is also telling me that you need to learn to thrift in order to turn a difficult situation into a profitable one. So that is a big blockage that you've got. So the fact that you're having to graft and you're working for somebody else, that they're taking the money, they're not really sharing it, it's not giving you the availability to share your money with your friends, your family. You know, if you want to treat, maybe you've got kids that you want to treat and you just can't do it. Maybe you want to take, you know, your partner on holiday and you just don't have the spare funds to do it. Same as you're not able to invest into anything, you're not able to invest in some time with them, you know, because you're too busy working, because you want that extra fund so that you can do that investment into things, but you just don't have that money. So what, like I say, what you do need to do is you do need to start looking at what money you've got and where you can readjust it. Where can you shuffle money around? Can you change your utilities? You know, can you bring down your certain bills? Can you buy shopping from a different place? All that sort of thing. And definitely learning to thrift. So, you know, upcycling, reusing stuff. If you are somebody that will only wear, you know, a certain piece of clothing once and then swap it, or, you know, buy something else, wear it twice, 3 times, you know, nobody's going to judge you, because most of us do that. Now, it could very well be that you might not be able to afford brand new things, so it could just be, you know, going to second-hand shops, utilising what you can get there, hand-me-downs. There's plenty of other, you know, places that you can get stuff from. You could even make your own out of old stuff that you've got. Whatever you feel like doing to help boost your income, things make it a bit cheaper for you. Now, core beliefs about money that is contributing to your blockage. So we've got this death. So this is saying that, you know, don't despair. Business will resume. So I'm assuming that you are expecting a pay rise at some point. You're expecting business to start picking up. I'm assuming that is potentially, like I say, that's possibly what your employer's telling you. You know, business is going to pick up at some point. You'll be able to have a pay rise then when it picks up, as they like to tell everyone. Let's get some clarification on that death card for you. One more, please. Okay, give me 2. Okay, so we've got a lot of major arcana here for this one. So, the first card that came out, then we've got the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is saying that you like to give to charity. Literally, that's what that card is about. She is very much giving to charity. I wish this light was a lot better, and then you could see the Queen of Wands better. But yeah, so she's very much giving into charity. She is very philanthropic. I can't even say the word. But yeah, time, money, just general energy, you know, giving to charity a lot. This is something you're not currently able to do. You potentially want to do this, but you don't have the funds to do this at the moment. We do have an Ace of Swords coming out. This is telling me that you need to choose the path that you go in with regards to how you're making your money wisely. You need to make sure that you are picking the right employer. You need to make sure that you are choosing your allies within your work realm. If it's something where you were going into business with somebody, again, making sure that you were choosing wisely with going into that business. Again, that's a core belief. Now, it may very feel like you maybe where you feel like you've gone to the right employer, you're with the right employer at the moment. You could feel like it's a bit of a challenge, purely because they're not reciprocating the money. You know, they might just be taking it and taking it and taking it, but you're not feeling anything back. So at the moment, knowing that you need to have a strong relationship and good allies, you kind of feel like it's not really happening at the moment, or you're not sure whether or not you're in the right place. We do have the Star card as well. Now, that Star card is telling me that you achieve success by looking at other people that are already successful. So you go for what you want by looking at other people that have already got what you want, and you try and emulate their success, which is the best way of doing it, because, you know, trying to get somebody that doesn't know how to get somewhere, you know, if you have somebody that's telling you, oh, you get a promotion by doing X, Y, and Z, but they've never been promoted, how are they going to know that that's what you do? Because if they knew what it took, why are they not in that position themselves, you know? So, you know, looking at other people, emulating that is the best way to go forward with that. And we do also have the Empress as well. And she's telling you to achieve your goals, not just look at the objectives. So if you are currently trying to save money for a particular reason, you know, is that a long-term goal, or is that just a short-term objective? Is just getting money, you know, a bit of a pay rise, is that the goal, or is that just a short-term objective? Because once you've got it, what happens then? what do you invest in? So it's making sure that you've got that plan, and I believe that's very much what you are doing, because you are waiting for some extra money before you can actually start investing. So you are very much trying to graft your way through. You're doing a lot of hard work, and you were trying to make sure that you have got that money before you can start that investment. So you're trying to save, you're trying to do what you can, but it's just not happening at this point in time, because your employer just isn't really giving any money at all. Now, changes that you can do to improve your outcome. So we've got a Prince of Wands here. So this, sorry, not Prince, a Page. This Page of Wands is telling you to invest into something exciting, potentially a trip. So maybe go on holiday, maybe go for a relaxing retreat, maybe just go on a shopping trip. It's literally telling you to do something you find exciting. Invest into something that's exciting for you, potentially some sort of trip. Even if it's just going, away with a friend or something for a couple of hours. Just, I don't know, whatever excites you. Maybe you like to go for a walk, or a boat ride, or just go to the beach and get your feet in the sand. Something that excites you. That's what it's suggesting that you should do. Let's get some clarification. It's very likely that it's telling you to do that because you may burn out if you're doing a lot of hard work and you're working all the time. Burnout is something that can happen if you're not making sure that you are keeping yourself happy as well. Okay, so we've got an Ace of Wands in the reverse. So you may be doing a lot of hard work at the moment, and you are very aware that money is a result from hard work. You do need to try and make money work for you, but at the moment you need to be careful because you were doing a lot of hard work, and you need to make sure that, again, you're not burning out. So that's why it's telling you to invest in, why it's suggesting to invest into a trip or invest into something that's exciting, because it's telling you that at this point in time, yes, you might want money to work for you, and yes, you want to invest it, but you need to invest some into yourself, because if you're happy and you're relaxed, then you'll be able to invest into things better, instead of if you get burnout, you might not be able to work. You might not be able to do any investment of your energy or your time because you're just too worn out for it. Now, we also have a Seven of Swords. Not that you can see it very much. Really awful lighting. I do apologise. I have to find my lamp out. I don't know where I've put it. So don't act in an underhanded way. Be fair in your finances. I'm assuming to most of you, you're probably not going to do anything in an underhanded way. I believe this is very much more, making sure that when you are investing into your trip, when you are making your money work for you, or it's making sure that you spend it properly. Be careful of people trying to scam you. So if you are investing some time and money into yourself, doing what excites you, beware of people that may try and scam you, because they may not be trying to get money. Obviously, they're not going to be trying to get money in a fair way if they are trying to scam you. We also have an Eight of Cups, which is telling you to put your money in an interest earning account. So if you do have money sitting around in a general current account where you get absolutely no interest if you have money in there, it's suggesting that you transfer that money into a savings account, one that's going to earn you some interest. Even if it's a low interest account, it's making that money work for you. Okay, so you're going to be getting free money for it just sitting there. It's just something simple, and a lot of the time, a lot of us don't have much in there, but a couple of pennies, it'll soon grow. And I mean, what I tend to find I do is at the end of each month, if there's any money left in my account, I move it straight into my savings account, even if it's only a couple of quid. Because let's face it, most of us live to what we've got in the account. There are a few people out there that have a lot of savings, and I would love to be one of those, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, for most of us, You know, we live to what's in our accounts, and we just try and put away whatever we can. Now, your outcome then. So we have a 3 of Pentacles. So your outcome is telling me that money affords stability, options, it removes stress, but it doesn't buy happiness. So it is very much of if you are doing a lot of saving and you don't go and treat yourself, you know, yes, you might be less stressed because you'll have the money that you wanted, but you're not going to be happy. So you need to make sure that you are doing things that make you happy as well, because there is absolutely no point in having all this money if you're not going to be happy at the end of the day. So let's get some clarification on that 3 of Pentacles. Oh, I'm going to take those 3 back because it already chucked some out. So we've got the 5 of Wands, the Strength card, and the King of Pentacles. So that 5 of Wands, again, is telling me to make sure that you manage your funds. So anything that you are looking at, you know, where you're spending your money, make sure that you're on top of it. Make sure that you know where your money's going. And just, yeah, manage your funds appropriately. Try not to waste it if you're trying to save up for something in particular. We've got the Strength card that is telling you that, you know, you need to be daring and courageous in order to get success in business. However, do bear in mind that this is, how do I put it? Having strength and having courage will work in certain environments with regards to, you know, business. If you are in an environment where your employer is not giving any sort of pay rises, having strength and courage and being daring in business is not going to help you. Because if your employer doesn't want to give a pay rise, it doesn't want to give a pay rise. That said, there's nothing stopping you being daring and looking for a job elsewhere where you could potentially get more money. So it's just being careful of how you deal with that, how you put yourself across. It might very well be that if you give a lot of strength and a lot of courage to your employer at the moment and they're not giving you any sort of pay rises, that they might expect you to take on more and more work, but they're not going to give you any more money for it. So just be wary with that. It might be better off to just, if you're staying in the same employment, wait until things are a bit more stable. You know, just kind of, by all means, you know, make sure you're doing your hard work as you normally would, but I wouldn't put any extra effort into it. I wouldn't do anything extra courageous and daring because it won't be appreciated. You know, you're not going to get anything for it. However, if you are going into a new employer, they probably would appreciate it. But at the same time, you may have people there that might not, and it could cause a little bit of chaos if you just start a new employment. But you know, everybody is different, so each to their own with that. But do just be careful of people that are around you if you are a very daring person where finance is concerned and business is concerned. Now we also have the King of Pentacles, but this is in the reverse this time. So where you're feeling that you're really stable here, it does show that you're not feeling particularly stable at the end, by the end of this. And I am assuming that that is very much down to the fact that your employer is holding on to money and that you're not actually getting the remuneration for the work that you're doing. So even though you may very well be trying to cut down your funds, trying to make sure that you are managing your finances as best as you possibly can, at the moment it does look as though it's going to be a bit tight. You may not have that additional flexibility that you really want up here that you are trying to work for, purely because it's not within your control at the moment. If you're sticking with the same employer, it doesn't look like it's something within your control. It may be quite hard to get a job as well in the same kind of area or even a different area for higher money. So you could be in a good paid job, but the way that the market is at the moment, it could be a little bit stagnant. So it is suggesting that you may not feel as stable as you want to, but you know, that is just for now. It is, I believe it's just because of the way things are going with the markets and, you know, everything else. But like I say, it is telling me very much that with that money can come stability, but do make sure you're happy as well, you know. So yes, you want a lot of stability. You may not feel stable at the moment, so you could be really stressed. And again, that strength card, when it's in the reverse, can be, you know, to deal a bit of stress with regards to that money. But it is something where you do need to make sure that you're happy as well, you know. Putting your happiness first is the main priority there. Yes, stability is amazing, but if you're not happy, like I say, what's the point of having stability if you're not happy? Right, I'm surprised I didn't get my Angels of Abundance deck out already, but let's get you an Angels of Abundance card, if I can get it open. Okay, so we have got moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So potentially you may need to look at getting a second job if you haven't already, just to keep your additional funds coming in. And then clean energy food. When you fuel your body with a healthful, I don't know why, I think it's supposed to, I don't know, it says healthful organic diet. You increase your energy levels and ability to focus. You automatically lead to more efficiency, better ideas and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. Now this could be something that you might need to, you know, where you, if you do invest into something that makes you feel good, potentially just investing into going out for a nice meal. You know, something that's going to make you feel better. Potentially a healthy one that'll increase your energy levels. Can we get one more, please, Spirit? And then bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps you shift to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, or sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect to the limitless vastness. So again, get yourself outside, go on that trip, you know, go to the beach, go to a park, do something that makes you excited, makes you happy. It'll help increase your abundance. Right, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Gemini. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button to help pass it on to somebody else that needs to hear it. Good luck with your finances, and thank you for joining me.